Welcome back to Marble League Football. Here we have the season finale of the championship week. Before we get to all the good stuff, we're going to have a recap of what happened in our first official season of Marble League Football. In the West Conference, we had 4 teams make the playoffs. Those 4 teams were the Serpents, Wranglers, Knights, and Dinos. 3 of those teams finished with a 7-3 record, being the Serpents, Wranglers, and Knights. Dinos squeaked their way into the playoffs. In the East Conference, we had the Spartans, Pirates, Mustangs, and Tigers make the playoffs. 2 of those teams, 6-4 record, Tigers and Mustangs, 5-5 record. Look for other teams that finished in the bottom half to have a better start next season. The Huskies finished 2-8, Hawks 1-9. Both teams had the worst 2 records in the league. Look for them to improve going into next season. The East Conference had 4 teams with a below 500 record, while the West Conference had every single team either 500 or above aside from the Hawks. The offensive team of the year goes to the Knights. They averaged a total of 34.6 points per game, scoring 346 points during the regular season. They were just a powerhouse on offense. Teams couldn't stop the Knights throughout the whole league season. Aside from Week 8, where they scored only 19 points, they did not score less than 27 points this season at all, and also scoring 40 points or more in 4 games of this total season for the Knights. Let's see if they could keep this up next year. Defensive team of the year goes to the Serpents. They allowed an average of 22.7 points per game scored on them this season, a league low, hence why they were defensive team of the year. Out of 6 games, they did not let their opponents score more than 20 points. They were just a terror on defense. That's why they are in the championship week here. Look for them to keep the same stride as they look to bring home a championship. As they always say, defense wins championships. But they are the reigning defensive team of the year. What a team. Our last 2 awards here. Performance of the year goes to the Scorpions. They dismantled the Spiders 43-6. First time ever a team is held under 10 points. And the Scorpions scoring 43 points. Performance of the year goes to them. Game of the year, Wranglers, Reapers, Week 5. Wranglers coming in at 4-0, Reapers 3-1. A battle in overtime. Wranglers come out victorious in a big stunner. Game of the year goes to these 2 teams. Here we have a recap of our first official playoff season for Season 1 of Marble League Football. The Serpents start off as the number 1 seed taking on the number 4 seed Dinos, and they defeat them just like how they did earlier in the season. The number 2 seeded Wranglers square off against the number 3 Knights. The Wranglers defeat them just like how they did in the regular season as well. In the Eastern Conference, we have the number 1 seeded Spartans taking on the number 4 seeded Tigers. The Tigers defeat the Spartans just like how they did in the regular season. We have the Pirates and the number 2 seed facing off against the Mustangs, number 3 seed. The Pirates beat the Mustangs. They revenged their loss from the regular season. Serpents rematch against the Wranglers, number 1 and number 2 seed. Serpents destroy the Wranglers as they did in the first matchup in the regular season to advance to the championship game. Pirates, Tigers, 2 seed, 4 seed. Pirates avenge their loss to the Tigers in their first official playoffs from the regular season. And finally, we have these 2 teams match up in the championship game. The Pirates finished the season at 6-4, averaging 30.8 points per game and allowing 27.1 points per game. But so far in these playoffs, they have been super stout on defense, shutting teams out. They have won 4 games in a row, so they're on a 4-game winning streak, including playoffs. Whenever they lost, their teams that they played scored more than 30 points. One big key for the Pirates will be to stop this high-powered Serpents team from scoring more than 30 points. If they don't let them score 30 points, it seems like they have a good chance, as every time they played a team and they did not score more than 30 points on defense, they have came out victorious. Look for the Pirates to really try to shut down this high-powered Serpents team. Whereas on offense, they have a high-powered offense. When they are clicking, sometimes they don't click. There are times where they only scored 20 points per game, but there was one game where they scored 52 points in one game, which is a league high. So it's a hit or miss with this offense. They have been kind of low lately, but they need to bring their A game if they want to play against these Serpents. Now, these Serpents are on a tear. They have won 9 out of the last 10 games that they have played. And those 3 losses that they have so far this season, it's a combined total of 5 points. They lost week 1 and week 2 by a combined total points of 4 points. And they lost in week 8 by only 1 point. So this team could really be undefeated if they really wanted to. Their offense is stout, averaging 30.5 points per game. And as we've said before, they are the defensive team of the year, allowing a league low of 22.7 points per game. The Serpents look unstoppable. They had just destroyed the Wranglers this past week. They are a high favorite to win this whole thing, but they need to bring their A game against this Pirates team because this Pirates team has been playing incredible on defense. Although the Serpents played an incredible defense against the Wranglers this past week, the Pirates have been playing on a whole different level. But so far, no one has been able to stop this Serpents team. Here's how both teams match up on paper. Serpents coming in as the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, and the Pirates coming in at the number 2 seed of the Eastern Conference. Pirates averaging 29 points per game, Serpents 30 points per game. Pirates coming off a 4-game win streak, including playoffs, and Serpents won 9 out of the last 10 games. Look for it to be a great one. This is our first official Marble League Football Season 1 championship game. It's going to be one for history books. Look for it to be a great one. A high-powered offense against a super stout defense. We finally have an official look of our Marble League Football Championship Cup. The winner of this game will have the privilege of lifting up this cup in triumph as champions. Representing the Western Conference, we have the Serpents. With a record of 7-3, they advance to this championship game. Representing the Eastern Conference, we have the Pirates. With a record of 6-4, they advance to the championship game as the number 2 seed. The Pirates have won the coin toss and they elected to receive the ball, and we're off! Field goal! 2 field goals and a touchdown! Early lead by the Pirates, 13-0. How did the Serpents respond? Field goal, and a penalty. Score 6-13, Pirates up. Going into the second quarter, there's a 7-point lead by the Pirates. How do they respond here against this Serpents team? Field goal! Make it 19-6 and a penalty. They come out with an early lead. And another field goal, 22-6. The Pirates come out swinging. How can the Serpents respond? They get stopped. Going into halftime, scores 22-6. Pirates leading the Serpents. Serpents here in the third quarter, down big. Touchdown and a field goal. They cut the lead down to 6. Scores 16-22. Pirates have a chance here to increase their lead. Field goal. 25-16 Pirates with a penalty. Can they take advantage? They do not. They get stopped. Serpents have the ball here in the fourth quarter. They need something big to stay in this game. Can they do it? Down 9 points. There's a penalty. They get stopped. No. They get stopped. It is not enough. Your Pirates are going to win this game. Field goal, 2 field goals, 31-16. Your Pirates are first ever official Marble League Football 1 champions. The Pirates take down the Serpents. The Serpents looked unbeatable, but your Pirates pull off the victory. An upset here. Pirates, MLF 1 champions in history. In the record books, your Pirates are victorious. What a season for them. What a season for the Serpents. What a way to end this year. Pirates come out on top. Wow. They pull off the unthinkable. What a way to end this season. A 5-game winning streak for the Pirates. They take down the Serpents 31-16. Both teams scoring 1 touchdown. But the Pirates score 8 field goals compared to the Serpents' 3 field goals. What a way to end the season. The Serpents looked unstoppable, but their luck ran out here against this mighty Pirates. The Pirates stuck it out like they have been on defense, but their offense came swinging today. The Serpents wasn't enough for the champions, the Pirates. Your Pirates are your first ever champions. Thank you so much for tuning in this season. It has been a great time. Marble League Football has been here, and we will be back for Season 2 soon. Thank you so much.